Alright guys, it's Nose time. Welcome in. My channel is through changes right now. I'm just going through changes simply because I'm like on the edge of I found a different hobby I kind of want to talk about here on the channel. Um, I still am gonna go by Nose time. I kind of put the reckless domain because that's more like my personality and who I am. But yeah, let's just get into what this video is about and what the topic's about. Okay. So in the past few weeks, I started, well, in the past few months, let's just say, I started talking to people who they have coins. Now, is, what I mean by coins is more of a gold, silver, copper kind of thing. Not you, yes, you can find the ones that I'm talking about, the people who own more expensive silver coins, other forms of currency that I've never seen before. And I'm going to go into that as well. And this whole video is going to be about me showing you guys what to look for. Now, I'm going to show you something I picked up the other day, which I thought was really, really cool. I got this for very inexpensive, but it's like literally it's an ounce of copper. So I wanted to take you guys down this road. I'm like start see okay, so the shine. But as you can see, this is a full ounce of copper. And you look on the back, it's upside down right now. But you can't really tell unless I go in, and then even so, the light hits it. But at the top, it says copper 0.999 fine. That's basically explaining that this is a full ounce of copper. And if you lift it like this, there's some weight to it. So, but I got this piece for $3. I'm gonna see how much it runs for if I trade it off again. And that's the point of what I'm doing with this. Now, um, that's an example of what it is I'm doing. Now, let me go a little bit deeper and show you guys some of the things I've been finding along the way and what it is I think people who are starting out should look for if they want to trade off coins and all that. And then I'll go into explaining where to go to do this and who to talk to and things like that. So let's just get into it. All right, so the first thing right here. Now, these are average, these are quarters and pennies. Believe it or not, they're actual quarters and pennies. Now, these quarters are different. I have a couple of these right now, and these pennies are different. As you can see, they're the back of them. Now, individually, if I go to type in wheat penny, which we'll do right now, so if you go and you come over here to Google and you type in wheat penny, and you type, so we'll go into value too. So this is a wheat penny. Now, I have so as you can see, the front of it. Now, let's go down a little bit and zoom in on this right here. Let's see if I can zoom in on the picture. Now, anyway, as you can see, it explains it. All right, so this looks like your average everyday penny that you see when you pick up, when you pay for stuff at a store for using cash. This is what the front of it looks like. Now, if you look at the back of it, this is exactly what it's going to look like. It's going to look a little bit more, um, it's going to look a little bit more used because of oils on the hands, air hitting it, things as that. Now, it, so if we go back and we look at, let's just say, so up here are the value prices of things, which I I might go into in a little bit. So, or I might just keep this a pretty plain and simple video, what to look for, and then we'll go into prices and all that. But, yeah, so if you want more information on a wheat penny, it's all right here. You can just look, or you can come to the website. Now, as you can see, it says what this is, it says what these are made out of. So this was minted in San Francisco, 5% copper, and copper runs for a little bit of money. That's why you basically, these coins, these wheat pennies are made out of straight copper. 95% copper, 1922. Now, I don't have anything that early and I haven't stumbled upon it. The earliest I've found is, I believe, a 1942, which is what I found. So, this is a 1943. 95%. And that's about it. So I have your basic average standard wheat penny, which can run about, hold on, let's see, 1942. And I believe there's a D mark on it. So the other thing you want to look for is D markers. Now, all these prices. Okay, so before you be like, oh my God, he has a lot of money. No, um, actuality, the price of those runs. It depends on its grade, but you can actually sell these off at a good price. Now, it depends on who you go to and who you're talking to. You can get a pretty decent amount depending on who you go to. Now, this isn't like card collecting either, and I'm gonna throw that out there. It's nothing like card collecting. If you're going in this just expecting to make ton of money out of it, you need to go. There's it has to be in mint condition, which is like in perfect condition. Pennies get oil on their pennies get oil on the coin, and I have really bad coins. So let's just go back to X, which not that one, this one right here. So now, as you can see, the difference between this copper and this copper. This is from all the oils and being around a lot longer and going through a lot of hands. Which after that, you want to come home and you want to take care of it. You want to clean it up because that's just basically what I do with my coins. And this one right here is very rare. Now, the reason this is a very rare penny is because these are these don't circulate as much. I have one other rare coin that is a bicentennial Lincoln coin from 2009. These are very rare coins to find, and if you have them, please hold on to them. Now, I can look this one up for you guys if you want. So, link Lincoln bicentennial. Lincoln bicentennial penny. Now, these are all pennies that have either been, they're usually minted, yeah, minted in 2009. Now, these are very rare. If you go and if you come over here and you look, I have, okay, so far, I have this one and I have this one. The first one I found of this was very damaged and rusted, and I don't know how much I would get out of it. And this one here is in very good condition. I cleaned it up last night. I have them stacked in a bag, ready to go out to the market, see how much they are when I go to check on the weekend. So, but as you can see here, um, these are all just pennies they made in 2009, and it's like these are a little bit more difficult to find, but when you find them, it's really cool. Now, all right, let's type in value of them because they come up as an error. A penny that has an error. What is an error on 2000? So okay, double dyed error. So a double dyed error is when they mint it, it's gonna form a double like a mint that kind of aligns with each other, but is very off, and it's very hard to know with those in general. So let me check the value here. So the value of these, trying to find the spot where there's value, because these are very hard to find. So I don't have that. All right. So we just come over here and we can find out stuff over here. So uh this one's the log cabin. So this one he wants $20 for it. It does run about that, but because people are not really in the know for coins and coins aren't naturally a thing, people aren't naturally buying them right now. They're more or less people are buying them, but you need to know who to go to. So right there's a guy that has one for 199, and you can get at least $2 out of it, if not more, if you take it to the average people. So that's why I said the first time I showed you guys what I was looking at, you guys are seeing exactly why not to be like, oh, like why not to go crazy, super crazy over it, but you can make a little bit of money out of each individual coin depending on what you're looking at. Now, example, a bicentennial that don't run too much, so but it's still worth having. Bicentennial quarter value. So, all right, silver-clad bicentennial in top condition, particularly uncirculated or proof formats, are highly sought after and can command over $500,000. So the thing is, like I said, okay, so uncirculated, okay? Circulated means it's been through many hands and people are using it to pay for stuff. Uncirculated means it's brand new, nobody's touching it. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Now, so let's like at the market, he pays me around $1.75 for each bicentennial because they're rare, but they've been circulated, and I don't expect, like I said, I go into this with all skepticism, being like, hey man, how much can I get for all these pennies and coins that I have here? So let me get back to the big screen and talk a little bit more, and then we're gonna go into the next subject. All right, so now that's it that I can think that I can show you for coins. I want to see, so wheat pennies, bicentennials, and yeah, that's pretty much all the copper. And I have two of those Abraham Lincoln pennies, and this is my bag of actual coins right here that I have that are rare. I've taken care of them, I cleaned them up, and I can explain how to do that here after I get into this next part. So this next part is going to be a really cool sight to see. So hold on, let me get it. Where is that book? Where is the book? Did I put it in? Just had it. Oh, right here. All right. So we're gonna take a look at this. Now, I got this out of trading three um three wheat pennies, a dime from 1945. So here, let's look at that real quick. A dime from 1945 and before runs at a decent amount of money. So hold on, let's look at that. All right. So as you can see right here, I he paid me $2 for the dime from 1945. All right. And the reason that dime is so valuable is because that dime is actual silver. Now, if we go back up and we look at this description up here, all right. So, circulated dime, a circulated 1945 dime is worth the value of silver it contains. So, because it's all circulated and touched a bunch of hands, again, he paid me $2 for this dime. Dimes are the dimes from 1945 and before are actually made of silver. So if you have anything like that, it's best you keep a hold of that and you let the price go up on it. Take care of it, of course, but let the price go up on it and just keep taking care of it because it's going to be worth more than, this down here. This right here is a very, very good price, $3.50 to $6. Now, I got $2 out of it because the guy knows what he's doing. The guy pretty much he gave me the best offer he can offer, but I could have gotten probably a little bit more out of him. But no, $2 is his spot, and $2 is where he stopped because he also does a little searching around the internet and finds out how much the coin is actually worth. So again, remember, if it's circulated, you're going to get a lot less out of it than you would if it's uncirculated and brand new off the press. And when you take care of your coins, you can see that, like, if you take care of them, you wash them, which is, again, another example I'm going to talk about later. That's something you really, really want to consider doing just to make them shine nicer and make them look nicer. So that way, when you take them out to the market to try to trade them off and flip them, you get a little bit more money out of them. And so, but now let's go back to the big screen, and I have a couple other things I want to talk to you about, and then we'll get into how to take care of dimes and all that. So, all right. So this is the one thing that I got with what I traded off. Now, when I traded off the bicentennial, the 1945 dime, the three uh, wheat pennies, I got like $7 out of the guy. I turned around and bought this thing. Now, this thing is worth I got my money out of it. Let's just say that. It's worth around six something on the internet. He paid five something for it. He just put a price on my coins because he's kind of buying them off me, making a trade. Now, I really wanted one of these, and this is actually gold, and that's why I wanted one of these so badly because I wanted to let this set increase over time and make make a good transaction at the end of the day. So this is called a gold back. Now, you can't really see it. If you look it up, which we will do, this is the number one gold back. So, and on the back, as you can see, it's 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. So, um, I wanted one of these for a little while, and I just ended up getting the chance to get one. So I want to look at that a little bit, and then we'll look into the last thing that I want to talk about. And that one, the last part we're going to talk about is a little bit more skeptical, and I'm unsure about. Let's get into looking at that a little bit more. So, all right. So now if you look here, we're looking at a couple websites, but these are all real. Now, if you go over to this website, and one gold back is running at 562, and that's the number one gold back. So, which one do I have? So there's a variety of them, and they go up in price the higher price the higher number one you buy. So like example, this is hold on, let's see. All right, so here's the value on these. So that don't seem right. Something's wrong with this right here because oh, that's a $5 one. So okay, so that's a $5 one. The number five would be on that, but as you can see, it's $28.10. And then they just go up in value with a bigger number. And eventually, I was told that we were going to start using these as like a currency here in America. Now, I'm not entirely sure when that's going to happen, but right now, um, everything is just continuously going up in price. So you can't always naturally you know, believe everything you see until you actually read more into it. As you can see here, it says one thing, the other website says something else, vice versa. And as you can see, they look really, really nice. So what you're gonna get is this image on the front, and then on the back is just gonna be an outline of that image imprinted into the back side of that bill. And this is made with pure gold. Again, these are like usable. Let's just say like the American dollar just stopped. They stopped making American dollars. This is what we will lean into then to buy with items, food, stuff like that. And that's why this mainly is what made me get into collecting of currency and looking at currency a little bit differently as opposed to what I was looking at it as. And it to tell you the truth, I've had a blast doing it, and I feel like I have more money now than I did before I actually like started doing it. And I don't mean like I feel rich or anything like that, but I feel like I have actual money set aside. So as you can see, each one is from a different state. So, and it explains there's a story on each of them. So I'm waiting for them to make the $100 bill one. but they have yet to do it. I think I don't think that one's mine, but let me see. Which one is mine? Mine is oh yeah, that last no, South Dakota. So we're looking right here at South Dakota. Now that one's mine. And I'm gonna like continue to get more of these as time goes on and trade them out. So I think the bank right now is taking these. I'm not fully sure, but that's pretty much what this looks like when I'm holding in my hand, and it's a real one too. So, all right, and let's go back because I have one more thing to talk about to you that you should check out and you should keep an eye on. So now the next item that I have is simply like it's cash money. These are dollar bills, okay? So if you look closely at a dollar bill, you see the star at the very end. That's something you want to look for on dollar bills. Um, there's a rating system that you go to on the internet to look it up. But if you're somewhere local and you go to a coin shop, you can get all your coins looked at in what's the word I'm looking for? Appraised, so that way you can figure out how much you have in currency or how much you've collected over the course of time. And again, this turned into like my newest hobby. I kind of quit video gaming and I kind of started doing this because I feel like I've had some pretty good luck here. Now, like I said, my first sell of coins was like $7. I turned around and got the gold back, and then I started. And because I work with currency, and I'm always very good with currency, I tend to look and see what I have, and I've been pretty good with my currency. And who knows what I have? I'm not gonna know how much I actually have on me in coins or currency until I go to the market on Sunday. So if you want to absolutely get your money appraised to see if it's worth more, it's best to go to an actual coin person who knows what they're talking about. I've only gotten into this and I understand a whole heck of a lot more than I did. All right. So next thing I want to talk about here for the final part of this video is cleaning your coins. Now, there are a couple ways to do it. And the one I have used the most is peroxide. Now, hydrogen peroxide will will do pretty good work on it. It takes the coin and cleans off most of the dirt. But then I tried, now you can correct me if this, but I tried this hand sanitizer. Now, I take a slight bit of that. I don't go overboard with that. And I slightly rub it on the penny or the coin, and I see the coin shine a lot nicer, and it becomes a lot more clear to see what's on the coin. So, you can use other things if you look it up. So, here, let's do that, and then I'll do the outro to this video. Alright, so here you go. You have a bunch of methods that are leading you to clean coins. Now, um, my method is if I have a whole bunch all at once and I really, really want to clean them, I drop them into peroxide, let them sit for about 15 or so minutes, take them out, clean them. It's worked pretty good. With hand sanitizer, alcohol, it works pretty good. You want a substance that has like either citrus in it or a substance that's gonna heal a wound and take dirt off of things to help you clean your coins. And if you get the coins when they come off the press, brand new, keep them in their case. Don't take them out. Don't touch them outside of the case because it's going to leave fingerprints and all that other stuff. And then you're gonna want to be like, well, I should have listened to him later on. And of course, you should have listened to me because that's something you should do. But yeah, like this became somewhat kind of a bit of a hobby for me because like I saw something in this that I had never seen before, and but I'll get back to that in a second. So as you can see, vinegar does it. Any substance that is a really, really citrus, uh, Baking soda will take dirt off of things. Anything that feels like it could take dirt away. That's pretty much what you want to use. Vinegar, um, orange juice, things such as that. So there's a whole bunch you can look at. Coca-Cola here doesn't seem like it does much, but I've been told it takes battery acid off of battery cars. So, and then you got people down here that explain their technique. Now, uh, don't find your own way if you're getting into this and you want to really, really start doing this. Again, there's a whole bunch of coins that I probably have that I haven't even looked at that the guy is probably is interested in, but like my main coins I go are the ones I showed you here in this video. So let me get back to the big screen and I'll do my outro and I'll talk about there's something else I wanted to bring up and I'll probably think of it here in a second. All right, and so the main reason I actually went into this as a hobby and found enjoyment out of it because I saw something happen when I made my first trade that I never saw done with any other trade before. I made I made a little bit more money in a trade. I've never done that before. Um, I witnessed my own friend. He traded off a bunch of his silver and copper and made good amount back. So, you just need to look at who you're going to. Jewelers aren't precisely the people you want to go to. The people who were at these flea markets and stuff like that are the people you want to go to, okay? You can keep an eye on the market online all day long, but the market off the internet is better because, let's face facts. Government watches our money. All right. If the government wasn't watching our money, that's why people are leaning into crypto and all that. And unfortunately, I'm gonna say this: crypto isn't probably the best bet right now. Crypto and the American dollar, like I said, if we are transitioning to gold backs, this dollar bill right here is bound to devalue. That's why we switch to things like this. Hold on to these, of course, because they're gonna go up at some point as a collectible. Now, you know, crypto, Bitcoin, all those other things that we collect or we invest into, stop doing it. Point blank, stop doing it because the market is going to crash. And the reason I know the market is going to crash because when it comes down to it, your money is safer having a bunch of coins in your hand than it is digitally. And because I know that, because let's just say you go to a store, the card machines crash, you can't use a card machine anymore. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't buy anything then. And the value in cash, the value in coins and all that actually goes up. Yes, it does that for crypto, but it's a quick gamble, okay? When you have a chance right now at this very point in time, let this conversation I'm having with you sink in, where you have you have to think about the cons of owning digital currency and how can that be affected, okay? Example, hackers exists. Okay, hackers are learning how to hack into crypto, take a bunch of money from you and run. You hear about it quite often, okay? The American dollar that's in my hand is not hackable. You can't actually access it. You can't take it from me. The only thing that can take it from me is a guy walking down the street. If he punches me or like swaps it out of my hand and he runs away. Or, another example, another way of somebody taking money from me would be you know, like like somebody like stole from me. Let's just say that. Now, if you take credit card, digital currency of any sorts, it's easier to access. Okay, so we're in a digital era right now, and the thing I will say is people are going around with EMF readers and card and putting and sometimes card readers that they put on the machines and take your money out of your card. And that's why I've been afraid to use my card. I've witnessed my card, I swear my card gets attacked from time to time. So what I've been doing lately is I've been putting it into my account, taking it up to Walmart, and buying something at Walmart, taking all the money out so I can put it in my pocket and then have it with me instead of using digital currency, because digital currency is a very, very risk-taking thing. I don't know about you, but at the end of the day, I want to keep my money. I want to be able to spend my money on me or save it for a bigger occasion. And the great thing about coins and investing in coins and buying coins is that, like, and even gold and silver, okay, precious metals go up over time. And if the digital currency dies off, what do you have to spend? Nothing, because you left all your money in digital currency. And if gold and silver goes up, guess what? You can go to a seller, you can go to a buyer and sell it for even more and get more out of it. So it depends on what you do and how you look at everything. All right. This is just a video I wanted to make explaining a lot of reason why I got into coin collecting, why I take care of my coins, what I've been doing and how I've been flipping them out, and so on and so forth. So this is an example of why I've been so invested in coin collecting lately. It's a wonderful fun hobby. And think about it. You have money already. Think about how great it would be if you could flip that money for some more money coming back to you. Think about it. Doesn't make sense, but in the long run it does, because it's like collecting a card. Okay? So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I call this. I hope I got across to you the point I'm trying to make here, because this was like something I even was shocked to do. And when I made that $7 or got that gold back off of trading some chump change, that told me that this is for me. So, and with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next video. I think I talked about everything here. If I find any more interesting topics to talk about on coins or any, value on currency, I will come in and I will let you guys know. So, until next time, guys, take it easy and have a good day and have a blessed one.